Good evening, everyone. You don't need years to change your life. Transformation doesn't have to be slow. It starts the moment you decide to shift your habits. Success is not something we chase. It's something we attract by becoming the kind of person who deserves it. And how do we do that? By rewiring our habits. Tonight, I'll share with you 10 powerful habits that, if you apply them, will rewire your life overnight. These are simple, but don't mistake simple for easy. You must commit. You must follow through, because change happens the moment you decide to change. Let's get started. Most people wake up with no plan. They let life push them around, not you. From now on, begin each day with intention. Before you check your phone, before distractions take over, ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish today? Winners don't stumble into success. They plan for it. Your mind is a garden. You can plant seeds of success or you can let weeds grow. Choose carefully. Every thought you entertain is shaping your future. Guard your mind against negativity. Speak to yourself like a winner, not a victim. If you want to rewire your life, start with your mind, and the fastest way to grow your mind is through reading. Not just any reading. Read books that challenge you, that stretch you. Every page you read is an investment in your future self. Garbage in, garbage out. Feed your mind with powerful, uplifting content. If you spend hours on negativity, don't be surprised if your life reflects that. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Surround yourself with winners, people who inspire and challenge you to become better. Success loves speed. Don't sit on ideas for weeks or months. Move, execute. Adjust along the way, but don't let hesitation kill your momentum. Want to instantly shift your mindset? Start appreciating what you already have. Gratitude rewires your brain for success and abundance. Motivation fades, but discipline stays. If you only work hard when you feel like it, you'll never get anywhere. Commit to showing up no matter how you feel. Problems will always be there, but winners don't dwell on them. They look for answers. Train yourself to be solution-focused, and you'll always find a way forward. Your income, your relationships, and your opportunities will never exceed your personal growth. Read books, take courses, and keep learning, because the better you become, the better life gets. The first and most important habit, take full responsibility for your life. Now, this one isn't always easy. It's a tough pill to swallow, but the moment you embrace it, your entire world changes. See, most people spend their whole lives blaming something or someone. It's the economy. It's my upbringing. It's my boss. It's my parents. It's my bad luck. Let me tell you something. The day you stop blaming and start owning is the day you take back control of your life. Because when you blame, you hand over your power. You're saying, I'm not in control, something else is. And that's dangerous. But the moment you say, no, I'm in charge here, my actions, my decisions, my future, it's all up to me, that's when everything shifts. You can't change the economy, you can't change your past, but you can change what you do right now, and that means you can change your future. So tonight I want you to make a decision. Stop blaming, stop making excuses, and take full ownership, because you are the only person responsible for the direction of your life. Now, once you've taken responsibility, the next step is to set clear goals, because if you don't know where you're going, how will you ever get there? Most people wake up every day with no real direction. They're just drifting. They go to work, come home, watch TV, sleep, and repeat the same cycle day after day, year after year. And then one day they wake up and wonder, where did all the time go? Let me ask you something. Do you have clear, specific goals written down? Not just ideas floating around in your head, but clear, well-defined goals? Because here's the truth. Your mind is like a GPS. If you don't give it an exact destination, it can't take you anywhere. But if you set a goal, something specific, something exciting, your mind will start working day and night to figure out how to get there. So tonight, don't just say, I want to be successful. That's too vague. Instead, write down exactly what you want. How much money? What kind of lifestyle? What kind of relationships? Make it so clear that if someone reads your goals, they'd know exactly what you're aiming for. Because once you have a clear destination, you'll find that opportunities, ideas, and resources start showing up like never before. Clarity is power. Let's talk about how you start your day. Because believe me, your morning determines everything. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to move through life with energy, purpose, and focus, while others drag themselves through the day reacting to whatever happens? The difference isn't luck. It's routine. See, if you wake up and the first thing you do is grab your phone, check messages, scroll through social media, and let the world dictate your mood, you've already lost the day before it even started. But if you wake up with intention, with a routine that energizes you, strengthens your mindset, and prepares you for the day ahead, then you're in control. So here's what I recommend. Create a morning routine that primes you for success. Maybe that's reading 10 pages of a great book. Maybe it's 20 minutes of exercise. Maybe it's sitting in silence and planning your day. But whatever it is, do it consistently. Because your morning is your foundation. And if you win the morning, you win the day. And if you win enough days, you win in life. Let's get one thing straight. Your mind is like a garden. What you plant in it will grow. If you plant weeds, negativity, gossip, fear, doubt, guess what? Your mind will be overrun with them. But if you plant powerful ideas, wisdom, knowledge, and inspiration, then your mind will be filled with strength and success. Now let's be honest. We live in a world full of distractions. News that fills you with fear. Social media that wastes hours of your time. Conversations that drain your energy. And most people don't even realize how much garbage they're feeding their minds. But here's the truth, garbage in, garbage out. So from today, become extremely protective of what you allow into your mind. Listen to uplifting podcasts. Read books that challenge you to grow. Surround yourself with people who push you to be better. Because what you put in your mind shapes your thoughts, your emotions, and your future. If you want to change your life overnight, start by changing your inputs. Filter out the negativity and start feeding your mind with powerful, life-changing information. You've probably heard this before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's not just a saying, it's a fact. Look at your closest friends. Are they pushing you to grow, or are they pulling you down? Do they inspire you, or do they drain your energy? Because like it or not, your environment shapes you. If you're surrounded by lazy, negative excuse makers, it's only a matter of time before you start acting the same way. But if you surround yourself with people who are driven, focused, and ambitious, then you will naturally rise to that level. So here's the challenge. Audit your inner circle. Start spending more time with people who challenge you, who make you think bigger, who encourage you to grow. And if you can't find those people, start reading their books, listening to their podcasts, watching their videos. Because even if you don't know them personally, you can still learn from them. Your circle matters. Choose wisely. You know what separates winners from the rest? Speed of implementation. Most people overthink everything. They get an idea, and instead of acting on it, they sit on it. They analyze it, debate it, ask 10 different people for advice, then talk themselves out of it. And then they wonder why they're stuck in the same place year after year. But successful people, they move. They get an idea and they execute. They adjust along the way, but they never wait for the perfect moment because there's no such thing. So if you want to rewire your life overnight, start training yourself to act fast. Got an idea for a business? Take the first step today. Thinking about improving your health? Start now. Want to read more? Pick up a book tonight. Don't wait, move. This one is powerful because nothing shifts your mindset faster than gratitude. Most people spend their lives focusing on what they don't have. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right opportunities. I don't have the right connections. And because they focus on lack, guess what? They attract more lack. But gratitude rewires your brain. When you start appreciating what you already have, something incredible happens. You start attracting more things to be grateful for. You shift from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance. So tonight, before you go to bed, take 5 minutes. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Do it every night. Watch how fast your perspective and your life begins to change. Let's be honest. Motivation is overrated because motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel like working hard, some days you don't. And if you only take action when you feel like it, you'll never get anywhere. That's why discipline is the real key. Discipline means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means doing the work when it's hard, when it's inconvenient, when you'd rather be doing something else. Because the truth is, your future is being shaped by what you do daily, not what you do occasionally. Discipline beats motivation every time. Every person on this planet has problems. But the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people, where they put their focus. Most people spend all their energy talking about their problems. They complain, they dwell on what's wrong. But successful people, they look for solutions. They ask, what's the next step? How can I fix this? What's the opportunity here? Because energy flows where focus goes. If you focus on problems, you'll feel stuck. But if you focus on solutions, you'll always find a way forward. This is the habit that ties everything together. Never stop growing. Your income, your relationships, your success, everything in life will rise or fall to the level of your personal growth. So never stop learning, read books, take courses, find mentors, because the better you become, the better your life gets. Success isn't just about what you do, it's also about what you stop doing. Most people don't realize that they are leaking energy every single day. Negative relationships, pointless arguments, bad habits, too much social media. These things quietly drain your mental and emotional power. But let me ask you, do you feel exhausted by certain people in your life? Do you spend hours doing things that add zero value to your future? Do you feel mentally drained, even if you haven't done much all day? If so, it's time to eliminate your energy drainers. Start saying no to unnecessary drama. Cut back on distractions. Remove negativity from your circle. Because your energy is precious, protect it. Have you ever noticed how much time people waste overthinking everything? They hesitate, they doubt themselves, they analyze for days, weeks, even years. And by the time they make a decision, the opportunity is gone. But highly successful people, they make decisions quickly because they understand this. Indecision is a decision, and it's a decision to stay exactly where you are. Here's a simple system. If a decision aligns with your goals and values, make it immediately. If you need more information, set a deadline, but never sit in limbo. The faster you decide, the faster you move forward. Let me tell you a secret. Successful people don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. Most people wait too long to start. They want everything to be perfect before they take action. But perfection is a trap. It keeps you stuck. So here's the new habit. Move fast. Start before you're ready. Adjust along the way. Because the truth is, you won't have all the answers in the beginning, but clarity comes from action. Progress beats perfection every time. Listen closely. You will never outperform your own self-picture. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, who isn't disciplined, who isn't capable, then no matter how hard you try, you'll stay stuck. But if you start seeing yourself as a winner, as someone who follows through, as someone who always finds a way, your actions will rise to match that identity. So here's what you do. Start speaking differently about yourself. No more, I'm bad at this. Instead, say, I'm improving every day. Visualize your best self. Close your eyes and imagine yourself already achieving your goals. Act as if you're already that person, because when you change your self-demeanor, you change your reality. Let's be real, most people live their lives trying to impress others. They hesitate to take risks because they're afraid of what people will say. They don't follow their dreams because they fear judgment. But here's the truth. No one is thinking about you as much as you think they are. People are too busy worrying about themselves, and even if they do judge you, so what? Are you really going to let the opinions of others stop you from building the life you want? Starting today, give yourself full permission to live on your own terms. The only approval you need is your own. I don't care how busy you are, your body needs movement. Because your body and mind are connected. If your body is sluggish, your mind will be sluggish. If your energy is low, your productivity will suffer. You don't need a fancy gym. You don't need a perfect routine. Just move. Go for a walk. Do 10 push-ups. Stretch for 5 minutes. Whatever it is, do it daily. Because when you take care of your body, you take care of your future. Have you ever noticed how your mind tries to talk you out of things? I'll do it later. Maybe tomorrow. I'm too tired right now. That inner voice, it's not your friend. It's resistance. And if you listen to it, you'll stay stuck forever. So here's the new rule. When you say you're going to do something, do it. No negotiating, no excuses. Because every time you break a promise to yourself, you weaken your self-trust. But when you follow through, you build unshakable confidence. Most people avoid discomfort. They stay in their comfort zones. They do what's easy. But guess what? Growth only happens outside your comfort zone. So here's a challenge. Do one uncomfortable thing every day. Speak up in a meeting. Take a cold shower. Start a conversation with a stranger. Push yourself a little harder in your workout. Because the more you expose yourself to discomfort, the stronger you become. Let's end with this. Winning isn't a one-time event, it's a daily decision. Every morning you get to decide. Am I going to play full out or just go through the motions? Am I going to give my best or settle for average? Am I going to take action or make excuses? Your success isn't in the future, it's in the choices you make today. So my challenge to you, decide to win. Wake up every morning and choose excellence. Because when you stack enough winning days, you create a winning life. My friends, if you've made it this far, there's something inside you that's craving change. There's a part of you that knows you were meant for more. And let me tell you something, that part of you is right. Because deep down, you know that your current reality is just a reflection of your past choices, past habits, past beliefs. But what if, right now, you made a new decision?
A real decision. Not the kind of decision people make every New Year's Eve. Not the I'll start tomorrow type of decision. I mean, a decision that burns the bridges behind you, a decision that says, enough is enough. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more playing small. Starting now, I take back control. Let's be real. Some people will hear this and do nothing. They'll feel motivated for a few minutes. Maybe they'll even take some notes. But when they wake up tomorrow, they'll go right back to their old patterns. And you know what? That's the most dangerous thing of all. Because the biggest threat to your future isn't failure, it's inaction. You can't afford to wait. You can't afford to push your dreams to someday because someday isn't real. It's an illusion people use to justify staying the same. Every day you wait is a day you don't get back. Another day of not building your dream. Another day of feeling stuck. Another day of settling for less than you deserve. And one day you'll wake up and realize time ran out. That's why I'm telling you, act now. If you want to rewire your life, you must become the kind of person who doesn't wait, who doesn't hesitate, who doesn't let fear win. Because the clock is ticking, and every second you waste is a second you could be using to change your life. Now, here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to just listen to this and feel good. I want you to take action immediately. So here's your challenge. In the next 24 hours, I want you to apply at least one habit from this list, just one. Maybe you finally sit down and write out your goals, clearly with real deadlines. Maybe you wake up tomorrow and own your morning instead of hitting snooze. Maybe you decide once and for all to eliminate the negative people and distractions from your life. I don't care which habit you choose. Just do it. Because if you can take action once, you can take action again. And once you start, momentum takes over. Suddenly, you're waking up earlier, you're thinking bigger, you're moving differently, and before you know it, you're living a life you once thought was impossible. That's how fast it happens. But only if you start today. Let's be honest, most people won't change. They'll hear this message, nod their heads, and go back to their old ways. They'll stay comfortable, they'll stay stuck. But some of you will make a real decision. You'll step up, you'll take responsibility, you'll change your habits, change your mindset, change your life. And in a few months, you'll look back at this exact moment and say, that was the day everything changed. So I'll leave you with this. When you look at your future self, the version of you who has it all together, who is living their dream life, who is full of confidence, success, and purpose, what do you think they would tell you right now? I think they would say, stop waiting. It's your time. Let's go. So the question is, are you ready? Because the next chapter of your life starts now.